a few weeks later and our framework for DXTrade is finally here. If this is the first time you're watching this series, in the first series, we introduced the framework for MT5, which is the Shreya version 3.00. We introduced a branch for MT5 and we promised you guys that we're going to come up with a framework for DXTrade. And we'll also have a couple of other frameworks as well. As you can see here, the next on the list is the C-Trader. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing an in-depth dive of how to download and set up the framework for DXTrade. Now, the first thing you need to do is to head over to tradingcanal.com/Shreya. I'm going to be dropping this link in the description below. But to access this page, you need to be subscribed to either our silver membership or our gold membership. This gives you access to download the framework, and it also gives you access to install all of the strategies that we're going to be introducing for the platforms as well. As you can see, we have a lot of other frameworks coming up. We have the C-Trader, and we also have some pending as well. So once you access this page, you can see we have the download framework for MT5, and you can see we have the download framework for DXTrade. So you just click on this button and download the framework. So I'm now on my VPS, and I have now downloaded the Shreya DXTrade application. I have also extracted it, and I have this folder here. So if you open up this folder here, you can see we have a lot of folders here. So you're just going to scroll down. And you're going to find the Shreya DXTrade application. So just click on it. Click on more info. Click on run anyway. As you can see, it's the first time I'm running this application on my VPS. All right, so you can see that Shreya for DXTrade application has now loaded up. It didn't take, I think, more than 10 seconds to load up on our chat. And this version also doesn't consume as much memory as the version 2.0 and the version 1.0. So now on the settings page, you can see that everything still looks the same apart from probably the logo and the application settings. So every other thing remains the same. All right, so first thing you have to enter here is the symbol that you're going to be trading. In this case, we're going to be trading AUD/CAD. And for the lot size, let's just change the lot size to 0.5. It's going to be a constant lot size. And we don't want to stop loss or take profit here. So I'm going to select no. And I'm going to set this on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So for the address here, you're just going to copy your DXTrade address. I'm going to head over back here to my DXTrade here. I'm going to copy this address. Head over back to my VPS. Paste this here. Make sure to remove the / at the end of the address. So I'm going to head over back here. Copy the username, head over back here and paste that username here. Paste the username. The username is also the account number for this account, but there are some accounts whereby the username and the account number is different. So if you have a DXTrade account and you have multiple account numbers or multiple accounts on your DXTrade platform, you can just copy the account number of the account you want to be trading to this box here. Okay, so let's copy the password. Just going to copy my password here. Right click and click on copy. Head back over to my VPS and paste my password here. All right, so now we're done. And for the strategy, if you click on this section here, you can see we don't have anything at the list at the moment because we're just starting the application from scratch. So we're going to download a strategy from Trading Canal. I'm going to head back to Trading Canal. I'm going to click on home. I'm going to click on strategy reports. And you can see some of the strategies that we have here. So we have the moving average strategy. We have the Bollinger Band strategy for AUD/CAD. And since I selected AUD/CAD to trade, I'm just going to click on this here. And I'm going to scroll down to the end here. And you can see the strategy for Shreya framework here. So all of this is an explanation of how the strategy works. And this here is a financial analysis of the strategy. Okay. And I'm going to scroll down here and download the strategy. So you can see I've now downloaded the strategy here. I'm just going to show this in folder. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to click on file. I'm going to scroll up to a folder called strategies here. So strategies, I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to extract this. I'm going to delete this strategy here, zip file. So I now have this strategy here. Okay. If I minimize this now, and I select here, you can see the strategy has now come up here. Now, this single.py file works for all frameworks. It works for the MT5, it works for the DXTrade, and hopefully for other platforms as well. So the idea here is that you can use one single strategy on multiple platforms on any time frame without having to modify the strategy. And it's not the same for other Forex robots on other platforms as well. If you're using a Forex robot on MQL5, for you to run it on MQL4, you require to convert that Forex robot strategy over to the strategy that the MQL4 understands. Okay, that's not the case here. In this case, you can use a .py file for any strategy, and because it's an external Python file, you can literally create limitless variations of strategy. You can create your own machine learning model in Python and use it here to trade. They can backtest it and also trade with it as well. Okay, so we're done here, and I'm just going to add a database here. Now, make sure that if you have other Shreya framework running, make sure that you don't add the database that you added in the previous framework. So in this case, we have MT5 running here. So I'm just going to select, I'm just going to type DXTrade.db here. Okay. So I have this up. I'm going to click on update settings. You can see it says setting updated successfully here. All right. So before using this application, make sure that your IP address doesn't fall in countries where the FTMO is not allowed in. So for example, in the US and some other countries as well. So if you don't have those countries, if you're currently in those countries, you can actually use a VPN. I'm using Proton VPN in this case, and it's absolutely free. Okay, so the next thing we can do is head over to our homepage here. And as you can see, we have our homepage, and everything has been integrated. So the strategy we have selected is the Bollinger Strategy 1 for AUD/CAD on the 1 hour time frame. And you can see we have our account equity here, we have our account balance, we have our current P&L, and we have all of this information here. Okay, so it's very similar to what you have on the MT5 framework. There's just some differences, like in this case, the account number, the server version, and some other things as well. But right now, we've currently connected to our platform. The next thing we want to do is to actually backtest our strategy. Okay, so I can just click on, let me just head over to my FTMO here and actually log in here. All right, so I'm actually logged into my FTMO here, and I'm just going to look for the spread for AUD/CAD. So I can see that the spread currently is 0.7, okay, or 1, ranging between 0.7 to 1.5. In this case here, this is actually 15. So I'm going to close minimize out of here, set my trading cost as 15, and then I'm going to set my point value to 0.12341. Okay, I'm going to set my take profit to 0. I'm going to set my stop loss to 0, and I'm going to click on backtest. This is the performance for 2024. I'm going to take this here back to 2023. So I'm just going to click on here, and okay, I'm going to backtest this here. Okay, so this is the performance for 2023 as well for this strategy. Now, one issue with the DXTrade version 3.0, I don't know if it's for FTMO or generally for DXTrade, is that you can't get data for more than 1 year backwards. So in this case, we can only get data from 2023 down to 2024. We can't get data from 2015, as you guys have seen for MT5. So in this case, let me just open up my MT5 framework here and do a back test here. So this is the MT5 framework. I'm just going to do a back test here. This is the actual back test of the AUD/CAD strategy for the 1 hour time frame from 2015 down to 2024. But let me just take this back test here down to 2023 here, 2023, and let's just work it with April here and click on back test. You can see it's very much the same as what you have on your DXTrade application here. So the strategy is very similar. Okay, so the same strategy, and we have a higher trading cost on DXTrade obviously than what we had on MT5, but the strategy is the same. Okay, and once you've actually backtested the strategy and you love the strategy, you can just go to your chart and then click on charts to actually view the strategy performance in real time. As you can see, we are currently on a sell position, and we've been on the sell position for a very long time. You can take this backwards here, let's say to a month backwards, take this to, let's say, 14th of last month, and click on view chart and view the previous performance. So you can see this has actually loaded up. Let me take this a little bit. This is for 2023. Let's take this to 2024. Set this to April. We're actually in April, so 2024. Forgive me. Take this to last month, not last year. Set this to the 14th, and well, you can actually now see the performance here. So you can see the periods where we are holding a buy position and a sell position. So we are holding sell positions here, holding buy positions here, holding sell positions here, holding buy positions here. And let me just take this to last month. Okay, currently set that. Click on view chart, and you can see we are currently holding a sell position now. Okay, this actually makes sense. So in real time, you can actually see the performance of the strategy and see how it actually places the trade, so you can actually understand the strategy better. So once you're done with that, you can just head over to your home and make sure you have all your values here. Forgive my VPS a bit slow, that's why it's lagging. You can see all of the values here. We have a current lot size of 0.01 and all of this here. So if you're actually done with everything, you can just click on start trading, and trading is actually going to begin. So if you click on start trading, you just need to click on the button once, and these other buttons are now going to come up here. So if you give it a little bit of time, you're going to have the trading status update to now running. Okay, so if you have any issues, guys, please reach out to us at the Trading Kernel support team at support@tradingkernel.com. I'm more than happy to assist you. After this, we are going to be releasing an advanced copier. We released the version 1 of the MT5 to DXTrade copier, and it wasn't exactly everything we wanted. We're going to be releasing a higher version with more advanced features. So be expecting that in a couple of weeks from now, and also Shreya for other branches as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.